Wendy Elaine, right? The Hollywood talent manager. And I just love it when my stars stop by and we're getting ready to do an interview and they have to text them. Who are you texting?
I'm not texting anyone.
Oh,
I'm
I want
here
to
for
see
my
who you're
interview.
texting. This is Grant Davis.
Hi guys, I'm Grant Davis.
I am so happy to see you.
Oh, me too. I'm very... the feeling is mutual.
Thank you.
I'm glad we feel the same way.
We really do.
Yeah, I kind of like you. You're
It's
okay.
kindred.
Too big a word. I'm an actor. I'm not educated.
Educated.
I'm not educated.
Listen, I want to talk to you about your acting career, and I just want to give my viewers encouragement and hope and a shove in the ass, like I like to do, and tell you that if
Sorry.
that is
Continue.
not a sexual.
Sorry,
thing.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Continue.
not sexual.
Continue.
I want to give them a shove in the ass and really encourage them to go out there and go after their goals.
No, and I'm with you on that. In all seriousness, first of all, I just want to plug myself really quick. If you guys want to check me out, my YouTube channel is, the link is in the description below. I'll have Wendy put it in the description below. And then I'm Grant Davis Live on Twitter. I'm going to be plugging myself this entire video. But
No, you should plug
this
yourself.
is an important thing.
Because
like,
it's
as
all
a
about
performer,
marketing.
It's all about marketing. And with Wendy having, what,
Okay, listen.
3 billion subscribers at this
Let
point?
me tell you a story.
Go.
Today, someone texted me or emailed me or Facebook or whatever they did, and they were like, should I major in theater? And I said, well, you should absolutely take business in college.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, why business? And I wrote, show business. Do you see both words there?
Yeah, they go together. What do you think BIZ stands for? Biz?
Busy.
Busy.
Getting busy, don't I?
So, my story is really special because Wendy and I started working together when I was 14. And she was
just a little itsy bitsy bratty teenager.
I was just a little asshole, and now I am a big asshole. And
No. He is the listen. This is what I want to tell you guys. When you have a dream, you go for it no matter what. So when I met this kid, he was 14 years old. He was singing in every single venue he could possibly sing in, from live clubs, colleges, fairs.
I was singing in the clubs at 14. You know I was.
You was, because you were singing with that booking agent.
I actually was singing as a 14-year-old in clubs.
He was singing everywhere. When people say to me, you know, I want to be a singer, I want to get discovered, and I say, well, where are you singing? Well, nowhere. Well, then you don't really want to be a singer. If you want to be a singer, you'd be singing.
That was what was funny, is I performed at a convention in Los Angeles one week, and then the next week I was performing for 3 women knitting in my hometown. And it just shows how much...
Did you say 3 women knitting?
Knitting. They were knitting, they were crocheting and knitting, and I proceeded to sing for them.
You
and
never
guess
know.
what? I loved singing for those ladies because they paid attention to me the whole time. And guess what? The people at the convention?
What?
I didn't even get a call back. So, the point of the story is
Although you did sing at IMTA and you won.
Yeah.
Like the year after or something like that. You know, and it's about showing up, showing up, showing up, showing up. And you never know who those women sitting around knitting are, because one of them could be married to the head of Sony.
And she could knit a real good CD.
She could knit something for you, maybe a nice little, well, who knows. But let me just say this. If you want to be a singer or an actor, it takes time. It takes years. So now we're on our 5th year together, right? Okay? He's been plugging away and plugging away and plugging away and showing up, and it doesn't happen overnight. And that's what I try to tell people. Then one day, out of the blue,
I decide to give up.
he decides to quit being an actor.
I decide that it's not for me.
And a
It's
singer.
not for me. No, it's just not. It's just not
It's
what
ridiculous.
I want to do.
He came to my office in this very room,
Mm-hmm.
and he came and said, listen, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me, but just, you know, this is just not for me. I'm going to go do something else with my life. And I was like, okay, Grant. And he was like, and I just love you, and I just thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. I was like, okay, Grant.
And she kept saying, okay, Grant, and it would irritate me because I needed her confirmation of, oh, you're doing the right thing. It was just, okay, Grant.
Okay, Grant. Okay. Okay, see ya.
Yeah.
Like, really, like I would ever stop pushing him, because I believe in him. When you're a manager and you find a talent you fall in love with, you see their greatest self all the time. There's no time where I don't think he's a star. No time. So an audition opportunity comes up for him to play the lead role in a film. He's perfect for this. He's perfect for it. So, of course, I submit.
I'm okay. No.
No, he's really perfect for the role. It's in a movie called Something Like Summer, and it's a book series, right? It's like 3 different.
It's based on my favorite young adult novel, so I was real excited about it.
So I call him up and I say, "Guess what, dude? You got an audition for this part." What'd you say?
I said, nah, I'm not interested.
Not
I said not interested. And then she told me what the part is for. And the funny thing is, I had auditioned through a different agency for the same film a year before, and then it was cast. So I was like, oh, let's move on. And then they recasted it. And in that moment, I went, damn it, Wendy. Like, I just knew. Like, there was
your instinct, your
my
heart.
instinct was there in
Your
my
gut.
heart, my gut. All my body parts went, yeah.
And you know what? I watched you go through the whole all of your parts?
All of them. Well, when you think about making out with guys on set, all your body parts get excited.
Well, yeah, you're lucky you got to make out with guys on set.
It was a wonderful experience. But the main point of
What's the point?
What's the point of the story?
Wait a minute.
The point of the story is if you work hard, you get to make out with guys on set. Thank you for your time.
Amen. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the show.
Time.
And what happens when you keep going for it? I watched the whole process, right? First of all, let's just say this. He got the role. He got the part, lead role in a feature film.
My very first feature film. So it was...
Very first film, plays the lead. It happens, I tell you. But his nerves all the way through the whole process and calming him down.
Oh, I was a mess. I was
calming
a mess.
him down. It's going to be okay, Gran. Don't worry. And just keep going. You can do this. And they flew him to New York, and he went and auditioned for it, and it was down from 600 people down to 3 people, and they picked him out of 600 people. That's freaking incredible.
It was pretty. It was a really special.
What was it like?
Experience for me.
What was
when
it like
I first
shooting
heard,
that film?
What was it like shooting?
No, first, what was it like when you got the news that you got the role?
When I got the news, she calls me and she goes, hey, and she sounds really down. I don't remember exactly what you say. What did you say? She sounded really down, and she's just like, look, Grant, they're going to let me know, but I just wanted to let you know that you got the part. And I didn't hear her the first time, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she goes, you got the part. And I was like, oh my God, what? Because I didn't hear her, and she was like, you got the part. And I was like, excuse me?
No, I made my whole body language. Listen, Grant, I'm really, you did a good job. I know you did the best you can, and you got the part.
And I went, okay.
You're like, yeah.
And then she went, no, Grant, you got the part.
You got
and I was like, what?
Wait, you were in New York.
I was in New York, so you called me.
Because as soon as you finished that audition, they called me and they said, we're going to give it to him. And I went, oh shit, that's freaking awesome. And then you know what they said? They said to me, they called me and said, one of the reasons we gave the role, well, first of all, we love him. And obviously he deserves the role. But another reason was because you, Wendy, were so amazing to work with.
Oh, yeah. No, they, on and off the entire...
You were so amazing to work with through this entire process.
Way to brag about yourself. Good job. High five. Yes.
Well, I was
but it's
really...
true.
No, but I didn't realize how much that... Listen, I try to be a professional when I'm dealing with casting directors, producers.
I would be so surprised at how rude some of the agents and managers were. The stories, the horror stories that I heard about other people who were auditioning.
Uh-oh.
Should I be talking about this on camera?
Well, we didn't mention anyone's name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Anonymous.
No,
but I didn't realize how much that takes a part of it. It's
totally.
And
they said to me, on set, they were like, well, I think a big reason that you got the part was because of your manager. And everyone was like, oh my God, who's your manager? And I was like, you don't get to know.
He doesn't tell people.
I don't tell people.
Well, he doesn't tell other actors. It's just
Hollywood's best known secret.
Yeah, I'm not much of a secret. Didn't you know that this channel is called Secrets of a Hollywood Talent Manager? And I tell all my secrets.
So, want me to tell them about what happened in Portland?
What happened in Portland? When
Just
you were shooting the film, yes. Well, let's say this. If you're a teenager and you really... I want to ask you a question first.
Go for it.
Sometimes I get viewers that ask me, I'm a teenager, I really want to be an actor or a singer. How do I let my parents know that I want to do this? Can you do a video about how to tell your parents you want to be an actor or a singer? I literally get that question.
Oh, that's such a hard question, though. It's,
I'm like, tell them? I don't know.
I feel like...
Tell them?
Yeah, that's how I... But then again, that's how I feel about most things these days. My thought goes to, coming out stories. And I always go... It feels like the same question to me because my sexuality was such an easy thing to come about. And just tell them. Go, hey... I want to sing. I want to act. This is part of my life, and this is what I want to pursue. And they're either going to go, nah, you can't do that. They do community theater plays without their permission.
No. You don't do anything without their permission.
You don't do anything without your permission. But when you turn 18, that's when you get the opportunity to pursue this career. And unfortunately, sometimes you have to wait until you're 18.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to wait. If your parents say
in
no.
wonderful instances, the parents are very open-minded and say, yeah, let's give it a try.
Well, what's really neat about his parent, my parent...
I have the most untalented
your parent,
family.
No, your mother is very talented.
And musically untalented,
yeah,
musically challenged family.
What I like about her is that she went out of her way to give you opportunity.
Oh, yeah, she quit her job.
All the years I saw her driving you to auditions, spending money, getting you to every place you could be.
I just took her car. And there's 300,000 miles on her car. She got it in 2009.
Oh, look at her.
That's how much she drove from LA and back. She was dedicated, just as dedicated as I was.
She's amazing. Yeah, you have to have two dedicated people, the actor and the parent, if you're under 18. Now that you're 19.
Now that I'm 19, it was really, I think that's what I loved about this experience even more so. As much as I love my family and love my mom and my dad and the support that they've given me and Wendy, it was so wonderful to experience this as an adult and to take responsibility for all the hard work that I did and how much I loved the project. And it was... I think you told me there's nothing better than being on set. There's truly, in my mind, there's truly nothing as magical or powerful as being on set.
It's true. I mean, every time I see a set, I'm like overwhelmed with excitement. If I'm driving down the street in LA and I see all those trucks, I'm like, they're shooting something.
It's
it
just
never
a magical
stops.
place.
I'm 49 years old, and
again.
Again.
Again, she's 49.
Actually, I'm 25. How many times? No. And it doesn't matter how old I am, really. It doesn't matter. Every time I see a truck, a car, the film, the cameras and the lighting, I just get so overwhelmed and excited.
Cry. So it was, for me, it was especially coming from no experience, from lack of experience.
Well,
Not
you had,
no experience.
What you had in experience. Look at this.
Are we pinky swearing? Is that what's happening?
What the hell's wrong with my finger? What you had in experience, what you did was consistently show up day after day after day, practicing.
Oh, I worked my ass off.
Performing, writing, recording, performing, writing. So when that movie role came up, it wasn't that you had no experience. You had done so much professional work and acted like such a professional that you were ready to just transfer over into film. You did acting classes. Mm-hmm. You'd been going to Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. You just hadn't landed the role yet, but your work was ready. That's why you got the role.
I worked for 8 years, and that's why I'm glad that this came about, because say this hadn't happened and I continued to be studying social work in San Diego, California, you would be a good social worker. I would be a killer social worker. I mean, look at my people skills. Give me a call if you need to talk. I'm going to plug myself again. Hey, check out my YouTube channel down below. Grant Davis is my name.
Grant, why'd you look down there when you said Grant Davis?
I thought my phone vibrated. Grant Davis is my name.
Grant Davis is my name. Let me look at my boobs. Okay.
Yeah, it was so check out my YouTube channel. I do comedy and I sing.
And he's damn good at it. And he's beautiful. And he's a star.
And Wendy's going to be on my channel tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be on your channel tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's up?
We talk about things. So go to that.
Go to see his channel because he posts funny stuff. Sometimes he sings. Don't you do like that radio car thing in your car?
Yes, I do Cartoon Tuesday where I sing in a car.
I love it.
Tuesday.
Sometimes when we go out to lunch, he comes and sees me at the office. We go out to lunch. He just sings. I feel like I'm in heaven. It's like the radio's not on, and you're just singing, and you blow me away every time you open your mouth to sing. It goes
coming from you. That's amazing.
Because I can sing.
Oh, you can sing. Have you heard her sing? Have you sang on your channel before?
I don't really sing on my channel too. No, I don't really know.
One of the most talented women that I've ever been around.
Thank you.
And to top it off, she's the kindest, most hardworking, loving person ever.
You must be looking at a reflection of yourself.
I was looking straight into your eyes back at myself. I could see myself. The lighting helped and I could see myself and I was like, you're so beautiful. They're gonna think that I'm so down to earth. All your viewers are gonna be like, this guy is for real.
You are like totally down to earth. Can I tell you one thing? If you get a manager who believes in you or an agent who believes in you and sees everything that is amazing in you and loves you, then, hang in there and let that person support you and keep guiding you and giving you direction, because it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. It really does. Like I said, there's no way that I would have ever booked this role without Wendy. And
but when you're a big giant star,
I'm totally gonna forget about her and say, nah, I don't need her. Wendy, right? Who dat?
Who that be?
No, I think that's what's a lesson that for me, and I think the most valuable thing that I'm learning now as a person who has played a lead in a feature film is humility, and holding on to the humility that you had as a 14-year-old boy when you were chubby and awkward and saying your heart out for the love of it, and you're going to cry. And
because I remember when you were 14 and you sang with all your heart and soul, and every single time I saw you, you were...
She does this so much. What happened to the tea? What happened? Oh, just kidding. It just went black. Is it not recording? Oh, no, it's still recording. We're good.
I'm crying. Isn't that
She's
more
crying.
important than
She's
what
crying.
I'm
I'm so sorry. I'm
recording?
supporting you. I'm here to support you.
I mean, listen, you had so much drive when you were 14, 15, 16, all those years. You just, every time I saw you, you were prepared and you were rehearsing and you had like all this digital technology I could never understand. Like,
this is a
missing.
phone. This is a phone.
You had some kind of cube that played music, and everywhere you went, you had all your songs. You had like instrumental, and you'd be like, sit down, let me sing this for you. And I'd be like, he's going to sing again. Let's all stop everything we're doing. Because he had to sing. And then he'd open his mouth, and it was like, wow, where is he taking me? This another world.
Incredible. And the fact is that I lost that. But I found it again. And you can, I think
because
that's something.
Because it comes and goes.
Because it comes and goes. And that's part of the reality of the business. This is a business. And even people who love being an accountant, God bless those human beings.
Yeah.
They love being an accountant. I'm sure that they hate it every once in a while because it's a business. And yes, this is a chore. This is a thing that we are choosing to do because we love it. And we have to keep that in mind because I totally forgot it.
But it's a business too. And you have to know, you have to really be trained and prepared as an artist. And you have to understand the business and understand relationships. And over the years, I've watched you grow up. And you've learned how to be you're always a professional. But you've learned how to, what? He really has always been professional.
Professional at something.
No, but you, really?
Yeah, continue.
Oh, you just learn the ropes, and you learn how things go, and you've learned how to build relationships with people, and you've learned how to make the people who work with you feel pleased and honored to be a part of your team. You really know how to make other people feel appreciated for what they do.
I feel like that's something super important too. You're welcome. Are you done? May I go? Something that's really important that Wendy and I met in line at X Factor when I was 14.
Don't tell the whole world where we met. It's none of their business.
That's where we met. And I think that really brings up a true fact that you were just talking about, that the law of attraction is a huge part of this business. If you are a good, decent, good-hearted person, you're going to be drawn to those people.
Because water seeks its own level.
Exactly.
And also, I have the intention of working with highly, what's the word I'm looking for? Quality human beings.
Yeah, I've always believed that it's definitely more important to be a decent human being above being a professional human being. Not that either one is less important. One is less important.
I would have married you if I'd met you in high school. I so totally would have dated you.
Okay.
And that's why sometimes a manager or an actor falls totally in love with a client. Do you know what I mean?
You know that my film was a gay film, correct?
I do know that you're gay. I'm sorry he's gay, ladies and gentlemen. And
you're not sorry for the gentlemen.
No, the men are lucky. No, but what I'm saying is there are many reasons an actor gets the kind of support from a manager. They'll fall in love with you for many reasons. One, they love your energy. They love your soul. They love your talent. I'd marry you if I wasn't completely married and if you weren't completely gay.
Yeah.
But because I have that kind of love and passion and excitement about you and who you are, that's why I spend all my life working for you and working towards you.
And to the actors out there, do not stop
Don't take
looking.
that for granted.
Don't stop looking until you find someone who will work this hard for you and love you this much. And
yeah, you fall in love with your clients. That's it. And if you don't fall in love with them, they should not be your client.
yeah. And if your manager doesn't love you, then they should not be your manager.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I fall in love with all my clients. We just had dinner tonight with Savannah.
She loves me the most.
I do love him.
Oh my god.
I can't say that out loud. I love him like almost the most of everybody ever.
Almost the most of some.
Because if
of the
I have a
most.
couple of clients that if they heard me say that,
Oh, they kick your ass.
they'd be like, Wendy, I
I'm
thought you loved
so
me most.
offended.
You
Like,
loved
and if
me
she
more.
said it about any other client, I'd be like, we all know who she really loves. Like,
Yeah, but
let's
I mean,
be real.
Can't you have a big enough heart to love all your people?
No, that's true. I think I love everyone.
I love my clients. I love them so much.
She does.
Hey, so what are you working on now?
Right now I'm working on auditioning. She's sending me on auditions.
That's
submitting
right.
me on a daily
And your
basis.
film comes out this year?
My film is coming out this year at one point or another. We haven't
It's
released
so
a date.
exciting.
We have some more pickups that we have to film, so I'll be back on set, and I'm so excited about that! Yay!
There's nothing like it.
Oh, there's nothing.
And
like
you
it.
just moved here permanently from...
I live
Reno?
here in Los Angeles. I moved here from.
Hey, let me ask you one last question about
Go
this.
for it. This is an important.
You were
question.
growing up in Reno,
Mhm.
and then coming here for auditions and coming here for training, and driving in every weekend for classes and training and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. And you did that for years.
Yes, I did that.
What do you suggest to kids and to parents who want to become successful and they don't live in LA?
I think that was important that you said kids and parents because it's very important that you have a team there. You have a team set up between the mom and the daughter or son or whatever the combination is. And I was very, very lucky to have such a supportive mother. Hi, Mom, you better watch this video
Mama,
because
I
I
love
love
you.
you.
Did you say
Say
that
that
at the same time? Oh, my.
We're the worst.
Oh, God, we both touched our hair at the same time, too. We're such twinsies.
No, it's totally important to have a team there. And I feel like that's the most important team that you're ever going to have is the support from your parents.
Yeah.
So if you two or you three or the combination decide to make that...
Is this another guy
No,
texting
this is
you?
my roommate. If
Found the gym.
That's my roommate.
Oh, because you have a really cool apartment.
I have a nice apartment.
That's because you're rich now that you shot that movie.
Okay.
Rich bitch.
It's important
You're a
to
rich bitch.
It's important to know how much you are willing to commit to this career. Wendy likes to talk about if you're going to pursue a career in a certain area, you need to be living there. And I agree, you need to be living there. But if you are willing to make it work and be there for every audition that your agent sends you on, then you'll be there.
That's right.
You will drive.
Now listen,
6 hours.
go to Grant's channel because he is a funny dude, and you never know what's going to come out of his mouth, really. And this is the G-rated version of his channel.
G-rated? What are you saying?
Girl, I'm
Are you
just
saying I show skin? How dare you?
you should show some skin.
No.
Put a little of it out
Go
there.
see my movie and there's skin in the movie.
Go see his movie, something like Summer when it comes out.
And then I will also put the
If you haven't fallen in love with him
website
today,
information.
you'll fall in love with him then.
Something like Summer's information will be down below as well.
Thanks for coming by my office. Thanks for playing
Hey,
with me.
anytime. I hope to see you again.
Now that you live here, you can come over all
I like
the
how
time.
we're pretending like I don't come by all the time, and I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm so glad to be here. Like, what a beautiful office. Like, I've never been here.
Didn't you live here while you were shooting your movie for a while, or the month before you were
Yeah,
preparing it? Weren't you here?
I've only been here once or twice.
Where, here?
Yeah.
That's just...
Let's
My
just say I
husband-
have my own Fruit Loop bowl here.
My husband knows when you're here because, shit's laying all over the place. Did you know that, right? Your bag's there, your computer's there, your this is there, you're there. And then my husband walks in and he goes, oh, Grant's living here again?
I'm an actor, not a housekeeper. God.
Get go, we have a maid. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Lay?
Get laid?
Get
Get
laid!
Get laid. Stay
Love
tuned.
you guys, thank you.
Have a good one. See
Hey,
you
subscribe
later.
to me, subscribe to me, subscribe to me,
Do me a
subscribe
favor.
to
Go
me.
to his channel, Grant Davis, and subscribe.
That's me.
Take your hands off your face. You're much more handsome like that.
Thanks.
Bye.